I wrote a chapter on friendship only because so many people that you investigate are killed by their friends, people they called a friend. So I have a story of a woman who was killed by somebody she thought was her best friend. So what does it mean to have a good friend? What are good friends even look? What's the definition here? And there's been a study done, a longitudinal study of 60 years that talked about human satisfaction, life happiness, and friendships were at the top of the list. But it's not just, I want to know what kind of friendship, because clearly this woman had friends and she's dead. So what kind of friends are we talking about? So here's what it turns out. It turns out that the kinds of friends that lead to human flourishing are when you have now three things: that's the first thing, a small group of deeply connected, deep diving friends who know you intimately. Those first two things may not sound like much, but they're critical because you can't be that close to more than a small number of people. So if you think that everyone on your social media platform is actually a good friend, that's not true. There are some people that you're so close to that you'll let them do the truth side of the love equation. You'll let them speak truth to you. Because a lot of times we're saying, "Oh, yeah, if I speak truth to my friend, they'll just walk away from me." Well, that's not the kind of deep diving friend then. You're not in that deep diving circle. Because a deep dive friend is somebody who it's like you love this person so much that you're not going to lose them as a friend. Even when they speak hard truth to you, you're not going to push them away. They're like family to you. So you need to have a group that's small that are that well connected to you that they can speak truth to you. And then the third thing you have to have is this thing that's harder to lock down, and it's virtue. Because this woman who died, she did have a small number of people that she could be honest with, but one of them killed her because the virtue side was missing. Now, what's interesting about adding virtue to any equation is then the question becomes, well, yeah, but who decides what's virtuous? Because I've worked, gang communities where virtue is very different. What's right, what's wrong, what you can expect in life, like what's good, what's bad. Those are very, there's a code amongst thieves. And so if a group gets to decide what's virtuous, well, then I can justify all kinds of behavior. So it turns out if you want to have the kinds of the kinds of friends rather that help you flourish, you're going to have to lock in virtue in something objective, something that is transcendent. So it turns out if you did hold a theistic worldview in which righteousness, virtue, good, morality is not a matter of opinion, your opinion versus somebody else, but is actually an objective reality that comes from the mind of God, well, now you've got a better chance of surrounding yourself with people who won't ultimately end up on a defendant's table.